Hello dear guests, my name is Olga and today I want to present to you my project called Golden Section as an integral part of our life. So, you know that math is the universal science, and have you ever noticed that math surrounds us? And I think yes, and since ancient times thousands of people tried to understand the world around us, and I think it's possible with the help of the Queen of Sciences, math. So, today I want to speak about my passion and its art, and I'm going to speak about the painting, architecture, photography, and of course the human nature. Firstly, let me speak about the history. The first man who entered the concept of the golden section or golden ratio into scientific use was Pythagoras of Samos, famous mathematician and philosopher, and there is an assumption that he borrowed his knowledge from Egyptians and Babylonians, who used the term of golden section in their constructions and buildings. And here you can see some formulas of golden section and golden ratio. The golden section is the theory of relations between one part and another. And golden section also connects all parts all together. And the first area I'm going to speak about is painting. And also I want to offer you some quiz. On these pictures you can see 3 paintings by famous artists and some basic models of golden section, and I'll offer you to compare these models with these pictures. And you also know the famous artist Leonardo da Vinci. It's one of the most mysterious person in the history. You know that his works are really beautiful and exciting, and one of them is famous Mona Lisa. Here you see the construction of the golden section. It's the golden triangles which form the golden ratio. And Mona Lisa is one of the mysterious paintings, and all artists and researchers like this work by Leonardo da Vinci. And you can also see the answers that the first painting is the third model, second is for the first model, and third is for the second model. And also I want to mention one of the most significant parts of the golden section is the golden spiral. It is closely connected with the Fibonacci and his Fibonacci sequence. Fibonacci sequence is the series of numbers where the next number is the summation of the 2 previous ones. So it constructs the golden spiral. It's a number of right rectangles, and they are all connected all together. You can see it in the natural disasters and in many areas of our ordinary life. And the next is the architecture. Golden section is one of the main concepts in architecture. Many ancient architects used golden section in their buildings. Here you can see the Parthenon. It's one of the famous architectural buildings, and all its columns are formed a golden section. And of course, it also depends on the position of the observer, because on the one side you can see the golden section, and on the next you cannot see it. And also here you can see the construction of the St. Basil's Cathedral, and also many Russian artists and architects used golden sections in their works. And of course the next area I'm going to speak about is photography. Time goes on, and technologies too. In schools of photography, many professional photographers used the concept of the golden section, because when we take a shot, we mentally divide our shot into small parts and try to put key details on the center. And of course there is a theory that that we should put key details on the intersection of the golden ratio. So here you can see the example also of the golden spiral and one of the model of the golden section itself. Next, and of course, I think that human nature is also a part of the definition of art. And if you look on your hands or in other parts of your body, you can notice that it's also has a golden section on golden ratio because it's the theory of proportions. So I think it's one of the most wonderful things that we can see in math. And of course, next I'm going to speak about is a golden section in modern life, and of course there are some logos. Here you can see instructions. Of course, and I want to mention that the Apple used golden section in every of his works. Because in this way they try to make it more to life and more beautiful. And I think, speaking about my theme of presentation, I think that art is immortal, and whereas life, there is art. So that's why I choose this theme, and I hope that today I slightly opened the door to the beauty of math and the man himself. So thank you for your attention, and feel free to ask me something.
Did you use the golden section in your presentation?
Well, I think you saw many examples of presentation. Yes, I think if we look on the schemes of presentation, there are also some golden ratio or golden spiral in it, so I think it's possible to find it.
Do you think the golden section is the feature of harmony? Or is it just some traditional requirement, like disproportional, asymmetrical objects are becoming more and more popular nowadays?
Well, I think that symmetry is a harmony, it's for my opinion. And golden section is just like a fundamental definition. And for me, I think that golden section is one of the one of the most beautiful things. And speaking about asymmetry, I think that I don't like it at all. And for me, golden section is the best one.
Did God use golden section when creating our earth and nature? What do you think about it?
I think it's a question for everyone.
Yeah, but can you see it in nature? Can you see this principle of golden section everywhere in our life?
Yes, of course. I want to mention that we can see golden section in nature. It can be flowers, it can be clouds, it can be trees, everywhere, even just on the ground. And I think it's it's because math can surprise us with the help of the golden section, with the definition of it.
Well, thank you.